Welcome, everybody. Bobby Glenn James here, Stampede Digital Systems. Troy, what are we talking about today? We're doing some cool stuff, talking about marketing and what's going on in the Stampede world.
We're talking about our Marketing Accelerator program. Yep, it's a 6-month course that we walk our clients through. Put them in
6 months? Holy crap, that's like insane.
We meet weekly. There's 10 lessons. We do a lesson and then we workshop it the next week. So we meet every week for 2 hours with our clients and walk them through. There's parts of it that we do with them. So we're actually helping them do some of their own marketing. We teach them so they can do their own marketing, do it yourself. And then there's stuff that we do for them, like we write blogs for them, social media posts. That's kind of the essence of the Marketing Accelerator program.
I gotta ask, so who is this for, Troy? Who out there needs, is this just for every small business owner on the planet? Who is this for?
It's for anyone who's really hurting in their marketing. They know that they need to put in the systems. We've got a great example, Michelle Robinson, in the studio today. That she's going to talk about some of the pain that she was in and how her business was. I think she's really representative of the type of people who we can help the most.
Perfect. It's like we planned this or something, right? Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you, you guys. I'm so glad to be here with you. So I started Robinson Productions in 2017, and the whole idea has been to kind of layer in different, creative things that I do in different businesses, small businesses. So I have 2 Etsy stores. I have an event planning business that I do on the side as well. And I also have a Shopify that I started for Crypto Crate. And so in that, as you can imagine, there's a lot of marketing involved. And it can be very overwhelming now with the amount of competition that goes on doing e-commerce. And while Etsy's super helpful getting sales and you have that marketplace, you're still kind of subjected to the Etsy marketplace. So that's why I've moved on to Shopify. And with Shopify, that means that I have to do a ton of my own marketing, and it's very challenging. And so being in the crypto space for 5 years, it has its ups and downs. And especially last year after I launched Crypto Crate, I had some pretty hard hits with the crypto market and losing money in the crypto market. And then I had one of my good friends passed away just after that. And so keeping myself motivated being a solo entrepreneur has been incredibly challenging. And so the cohort has also been really helpful with the accountability, with just having that regular meeting of other people that are like-minded and that we're all working together on the same things, and we're all learning together, but then we're also able to apply these principles that we're learning as well. And not only that, but the marketing in the industries, or just with e-commerce, it just constantly changes with social media. It's always changing. There's always something new. There's always something else to keep up on. And now with Stampede, I'm able to keep up with a lot of those changes, but then also have a really simple application to putting in these systems that are a regular flow and getting used to the regular flow.
I think you bring a good point. This is, I think, a great place to talk about why we created this whole thing. Why did we create the Marketing Accelerator program? Because as entrepreneurs, of course, me and Troy and other people in Stampede, we saw a need for these small businesses that just didn't have a clue where to go or what to do. And then we also saw, and we were doing one-on-ones with people and kind of connecting and assisting these companies little by little, but we saw a bigger need and realized if we got people together, because you mentioned the accountability and stuff and the cohesion of peers that are in your same situation, right? You've got these peers that are also doing it and you're all learning together to do what works in marketing. What do you think of that, Troy?
I think that's exactly the point. The value of a business, in my opinion, isn't your employees, they come and go, or your customers, they come and go. It's really in your products, is your systems and processes. And how long, business owners, have you been working on those? How long is it going to take you to get all those in place? Doesn't it make sense to do it all at once with a team that's helping you and guiding you all that way so that your business can actually become more valuable and you can get success? And that's what it's really about, getting you accelerating your marketing.
I want to ask Michelle, what do you think is like the number one kind of big aha piece that you think you got out of the Accelerator? This, that you weren't using before, that you're like, now, you know what? I'm glad I understood that. And maybe you got some insight from other people in the Accelerator.
Some of the background stuff that happens when you're setting up things that are just mundane and like Facebook Meta, for example, is
nightmare.
It's a nightmare, and everyone knows it, and it's
constantly changing.
Yeah, and so even just getting in there and having everybody doing that is so valuable. But then
it's everybody going through the struggle, right? It's like all of us going through the
yeah.
struggle together. You realize, oh, I can do this. Or somebody would get a little bit of a, oh, wow, I figured it out. And you're like, man, well, if they figured it out, I can figure it out.
Again, the accountability piece is huge because, even with a lot of people now working from home and when you're, working on your own, you kind of work however freely, and so now it's also, it helps to have that support.
I want to ask you, Troy, what is your vision, the vision behind why you're a part of the Accelerator, why you wanted to create this? I know the answer, but I want to ask you that and just get your input. What do you think?
It's really all about that. Let's just use an example. Let's say Michelle is doing, we're helping them set up their newsletters and their email marketing. And so she's kind of struggling, how do I do a good newsletter? And someone else in the cohort does a really good job of the newsletter. And suddenly she gets that aha. So we're all teaching each other. And it's getting to that, so you understand it emotionally, how all the pieces of marketing work together, so you know what to do and then how to do it. And then some of the really boring stuff like your integrations and your pixels and all that is already set up. So you can now focus on really good content creation and kind of more of the fun stuff.
Another aha is having, seeing what other people are doing as well and getting ideas. Yeah. Or having that, like, because when you're creating on your own, you kind of get that like cave fishbowl, like I don't see outside as third person, right? And so having others looking at it and getting ideas, or even just maybe if you're not fully sharing what your business is or whatever, you're still getting an idea of what other people's ideas are and other tools that they're using and other products and services they're providing as well. So you're also getting like this perspective that is more of a broader perspective as to like what you can be doing to improve your own business.
I like that. I think when it comes down to it, this whole piece of the Marketing Accelerator program is getting passionate people together that are passionate about their businesses, that really, when we start companies and we start businesses, marketing, you can't do anything without marketing. You have to have marketing, but sometimes that's such this magical thing that you just don't know where to start. And that's where we started. That's where we started this whole program, why we connected with so many people and so many entrepreneurs. And that's why we're doing it. What do you think, Troy? Any last words about the MAP program?
Think of that, what you want, what we're trying to help you do, and this is where we're really inviting you to come and be part of it, is to get an integrated marketing system. Stop throwing marketing against the wall and see if it sticks. Start figuring out how to methodically, systematically, and with as much fun as it is, because I think it's fun, do your marketing and see that success happen. It's all the pieces coming together that works. One by itself, isn't working for you. This is for you. If you ask yourself, how long have you been trying this marketing stuff? How long is it going to be before you get it right? I'd love to see you in class.
I'm just excited to, keep the relationships with the people so far, and hopefully keep going to some of the classes afterwards, and just keeping everything fresh in my memory.
Thank you for listening to Stampede Digital Systems and us talking about the Marketing Accelerator program. Keep in mind, we only allow 10 businesses in each cohort, so that it's very limited. And we do that so we have that connection and we're able to almost do a one-on-one, but you still get that peer connection that you get when doing things with other business owners. So you'll get that peer learning from them as well. We will see you in class. Bobby Glenn James, thank you for listening.